Hey, what is up, my dudes? It's your boy Musha coming at you again with another video. And this is going to be kind of a video talking about cameos for Noob. So one thing that I see a lot of is I see people talking about, oh, what's the best cameo for Noob? Well, it's Mavado, and no, it's this and that, and it's Chameleon, no, it's Janet. And one thing is, man, don't be swayed by just, oh, well, this big name player is using this thing, therefore it must be the best. No, that's not a good way to make a judgment call. The smartest thing to do is to just go into the lab, do research, and see what it is that actually gives you the most options. So I want to take a look at specifically Mavado and debunking, I think. When people say Mavado's his best cameo, I don't think so at all. And I want to kind of go ahead and show why I think that. So let's get right into it. When we talk about we need to talk about resources, right? So when I use cameo gauge, if I do this, that's one. If I do it again, that's two cameos that I'm using, right? Resources that you're using make a big deal because you don't always have all the same resources available. So let's see. So if I go ahead and I end up doing, for example, let's say let's go ahead and use Mavado, right? So for starters, with Mavado, I'm giving up 50 health. So I'm giving up roughly 5% of my health just to have him. And if we do basic B&B, it'll look something like this probably. Right, so... And I got 36% for 2 cameo, right? Okay, well, let's see what Janet does for the same amount of resources. She does more damage into a safe jump. So I could also get the safe jump with Mavado, right? So if I go back, do the same thing. If I do this, I could do that, but that's less damage into the safe jump. That's only 33%, where she got almost 38. She got 37. So already, for the same resources for 2 cameo, Janet does that better. Okay, well, what else? If we take a look and we see, so as far as conversions go, you're already seeing Janet is getting more damage per conversion. So let's go on to throw combos. So they both give you throw combos, right? So let's start with Mavado's throw combo. Let's compare them. Let's try it again. Okay, so it's 25 into a safe jump, right? Awesome. Okay, great. That does take 2 cameo, though, to get that safe jump. So let's compare that to Janet. Let's see how Janet does. Okay, that's 22 into a safe jump, and it took 2 cameo. So normally, you would think, okay, well, Mavado wins this, right? Easy. Except that Janet actually doesn't need 2 cameo to get a throw combo that leads into a safe jump. She can do 1 cameo. Let's try it again. And I'm here. I can get a safe jump off of that. So that's 19%. It's 6% less, but it's only 1 cameo into the safe jump. So if I wanted to cash out on damage, I can spend 2 cameo and I can get the safe jump and I can get comparable damage. And if I want to be more resource efficient, I can spend 1 cameo, still get an almost 20% throw, and I can still get a safe jump. So the fact that she gives you the flexibility to use 1 or 2 cameo, depending on what you want to do, already means that this makes her a better pick. But if that 25% is more worth it to you, then we'll leave that up in the air. So let's look at what's next. So another thing to compare that we can talk about is tools, right? So we've already gone over that Janet gives you more damage for conversions. She gives you more flexibility for throw combos. You can get pretty good damage if you decide to spend both cameo into a setup. You can also get decent damage if you spend 1 cameo and still get the same setup. All of this is meterless, by the way. And what else does Janet offer? Well, I mean, she offers you Restands. That's a restand in the combo. You're removing their ability to armor or anything. And actually, you can combine that, the tight link, but you can combine that with that, and you can get a restand into a 50-50. So let me see if I can do it right. It's a little tough. Oof. Ooh, that was so close. Might take me a few tries. That was 50%. 50% from a restand. Where they had to guess overhead or low. Because from here, I can do this, right? Or I can go like this. And they both convert, and they're both safe. Right? Or they both convert, and they're also both safe. If I put Noob to try to reversal punish me, right? Some basic string, let's just say he does that. Okay, so if I do that, I didn't actually do the shadow. See that? If I do this. Oh, there's a gap there, so he's not going to do it. See, let's just say we'll slide then, right? That's safe. He can't punish me. So you can see there, they're both safe. It is a 50% mix with a restand that is safe. That's crazy. That's crazy. So that's another thing that Janet gives you, because Mavado doesn't have a restand. So let's go ahead and continue the topic of tools. What about anti-zoning? Well, if I go ahead and put us full screen, and I just have Noob just... let's just say he does this, and he does it again. If I have him continue to zone me, I have the ability to punish him for doing that. See? So if he goes ahead and zones me there, well, I can go ahead, and because he's zoning me, I can put up the wall, and I can actually punish him for that. That was bad timing, but you can see there, if I do this, into a setup, right? So I'm punishing him for trying to zone me, and that leads to me being able to zone him uncontested. I can do this, he can't do anything. See? Now, what does Mavado have in that department? So we go ahead and switch over. Mavado, let's go ahead and do the same thing. I think it was this. Okay. So let's just say he does that, right? He's zoning. I want him to keep doing it though. So I'll go ahead and record a few reps of this. Right? So doing that. Mavado has this. Right? So that I need him to stop waking up so I can show you that. Get it mode is off. Okay. So if he goes ahead and if I land this with Mavado, oh, he's still blocking. Okay. If I land this with Mavado, then I can move a bit before him. Good amount. I don't believe I have enough for a safe jump. No, I don't. See? So I don't have enough for a safe jump. I can move and then do a mid, but if he goes ahead and get up mode on, and he goes for his armor, it's really far back. There we go. If I try to do a safe jump, I can jump over it. He happens to have a low armor, but you gotta think if you have another character. So the point is that he can armor before I wake up. He can also up block. right? So that does not give you a safe jump. Now, as far as Janet's anti-zoning, that does give you a safe jump. Because when I did this, if you land that, and that's a safe jump. See, I just interrupted him. So you can already see that as far as anti-zoning, this ends up working better. Right? Because he already has a teleport to be able to instantly get the other opponent. Granted, Mavado is safe if he does that, and he's plus if he uses it. But that's something there that she has for anti-zoning that he does not. Alright, so let's go ahead and still, while we're full screen, let's look at some other tools. So one thing that Mavado does have that I think is actually really nice is he gets a full screen convert off of the slide. So that does make your slide scarier, right? Because if you can do this, let's try it again. You are getting 25% off the slide, so that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if you can get a safe jump. Let's find out. Awesome, yes you can. You can get a safe jump from that. So that is one thing, and that is honestly probably the only thing that I think Mavado has going for him that's really nice, is that he makes your slides more dangerous. Because if you land a random slide... Ooh, I messed that up. But if you land a random slide, then you do have a safe jump literally from that, which is pretty nice. So... yeah, that is kind of a weird, funky window, though. Yeah, I didn't input it in time. So that is pretty nice. Having that safe jump option, that is pretty cool. So that's the one thing that I think Mavado has going for him, is that he does make his options, like if you land a random slide, it could turn into a full combo. Granted, this is only a big deal from full screen, because Janet can actually do that too. Right? She can also convert from the slide. So she can also do that, but she can't do it full screen. So we'll go ahead and give that, as far as conversions from the slide, that is something that Mavado does better. That's the one thing I think he does better than Janet. Now, as a last point, let's go ahead and look at another tool, right? So, a tool that Mavado has is he does have built-in plus frames. So if I go ahead and put this on, reversal mode off, he has a way to make Noob plus off any string. So there he was plus 11, right? So let's see if I do block mode, let's do, and I don't believe that you can press on this, actually. So we'll go ahead and make the recording the fastest reversal. Right, we'll do that. Go back here, leave that on recording. Now he should, okay, nice. Ooh, you can actually interrupt that. Okay, what about this? Well, there, since the shadow's further away, then you can actually get, you can get your hit in anyway. So what about this? So he can't interrupt you there. Oh, he can interrupt you there. What about here? He can't interrupt you there. What about here? He can't interrupt you there. That has a hole in it, so he can't interrupt you there. So some of the times you can be interrupted, and some of the times you can't. You can always be armored through, though. So if I put him to go ahead and do his armor, he can armor through that. See, every time. Every string. So, take it for what it's worth. He does have plus frames, but your opponent can press depending on the string you use. For a lot of them he can still press in the middle of it, or armor. So it's not a gapless plus frame like most other ones, but he does have that going for him. However, like I said, it is not gapless, which is actually a huge deal because that means it's fake. So it's not really real from any of that. Now what Janet has that is real is this. Off of any hit, let's just say I want to see, I can actually do a hearts blockable that's safe there. So again, so there, it's not safe to armor, but see, she can actually get a combo from that. So if I do this, oh, my bad. Do this. See? So you can actually get Janet out before they can reversal you. Now, if I go ahead and put him to do his fastest reversal, right? He's gonna wake up and he's gonna do that. So that's gonna be the fastest one. That's even faster than his armor. He's gonna wake up and he's gonna do the recording, right? If I do this, I can actually block in time. See, so again. Oh, I messed up. See that? I can block before he can do anything. That means I can actually attack him before he can do anything. So unless he armors, he has to hold my hearts blockable. And the hearts blockable looks like this. So let's try it again. It's a little tricky to do. I messed that up. See? See, and you can actually keep going. I can teleport after that to get a bit more damage. I messed that up. And I can get a full combo from that. You saw that was a meterless 41. They cost me both Kameo, but I was able to do it from a hearts blockable, and that's from a setup. If I end anything in this, I can do that. So if I do this, I can now do this and call Janet out. And that was 31, followed by a hearts blockable 41, and that's over 70% of their health. So in conclusion, as you can see, Janet gives you more options than Mavado does. She also gives you better damage than Mavado does. She also gives you most of the same conversion options that Mavado does. I've seen people say you can't convert off of this, for example. That's not true. That is a false statement. You can convert off of that. That was 37% off of that. I've seen people say that Janet doesn't get Ghost Ball setups. Yes, she does. And that's guaranteed, and you still have Oki. Again. Brutality. See? She can do all of that and then more. Where with Mavado, the way that you get Ghost Ball setups is by spending your Kameo, doing the OTG slide, and then doing the Ghost Ball at the same time, so they have to wake up blocking it. Or they can get hit with the slide and then not get Ghost Ball. That does give up your Oki though, because that gives up on Wake Up, you can't do something else. Here on Wake Up, I have the freedom to do this, I have the freedom to just jump in and zone, I have the freedom to set up my clone, because I could also do this. right? Actually, that was a bad example. This is a better example. And I still have enough time to set this up. Again, let's do this time. Into a safe jump. See, so all of this, Janet gives you all of those things and then more. And also, something I don't see Mavado doing is in the corner. If you do this in the corner, it's a little bit of a tight window. You can actually detonate it and keep going. None of that costs any meter. Ah, that doesn't work when you do twice. But see, so you can do all of this with Janet. And then you also have Gento, right? You also have the Janet puppet. So again, you can get even more from the hearts blockable and get more damage in the corner. Oof. It is pretty tough though. $41, Oki. So you can do so much, and this is all just to show, because I've seen a lot of these comments, and I just kind of wanted to show, you know, my side and kind of take a more logical approach of like, okay, you know, just pure numbers, right? Pure just looking at something pragmatically. Which Kameo is better? And I think in this case, you can see Janet is the better Kameo. She just does more for Noob. I literally only spend my bar waiting for Janet to come back. So, yeah, that pretty much covers the little debate, I think, between Janet and Mavado being his best Kameo. Hopefully this video has been helpful, guys. If it has, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, I'm down to totally just, you know, discuss with you guys in a calm and respectable manner in the comments. And I'm gonna be starting a Discord soon, so we can get like a little community going, where we can just have some friendly, kind of like, you know, helping each other out and getting better at the game, Mortal Kombat, and challenge each other and stuff. And I'll post a video when I have that up and running. I'll go ahead and mention it. But if there's anything you guys would like to see a video on, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you want to see me do a video of next. And alright guys, it's been real.